Hello everyone, welcome to Ilian and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Luke. Luke is from Nottingham in England, in the UK. So let's see what Luke has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Luke, how are you?
Yeah, very well. I had a pretty steady day at work. Wasn't too bad at all. Um, yeah, feeling quite chilled. I've got a few days off work now, so yeah.
Amazing. So tell me, what do you do for work, for living?
Sorry?
What do you do for work, for living?
I can't go into it too much because it's quite a confidential thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a civil servant, and it keeps me. I say it keeps me busy. It's a fun job. I work with some amazing people. I work with some really like interesting characters. But it's a lot of
Amazing.
fun. And I also act as well. I'm an actor, and I got back into that probably about 8 years ago.
Right.
Something I always loved doing, but I'm now starting to get more work through that after a lot of graft. Um, Eventually, I would like to phase out my job completely and then be able to act full time. So that's the goal. That's what I'm sort of aspiring and working towards. So yeah, it's steady progress.
So tell me.
Yeah.
Amazing. So tell me, where are you from, Luke?
Where am I from? So I live in Nottingham.
Okay.
I've lived in Nottingham in the East Midlands. I've been there for I moved here when I was 3. So I'm 38 now. So it's pretty much all I know and remember. We were just outside Birmingham when we moved here. So no disrespect to anybody from Birmingham, but I'm quite content and grateful that my mum and dad made the decision to move here. I do love Nottingham. I don't, I've got family in Birmingham. I'm not slating it, but I love living in Nottingham, and I think that's why I've never moved out. Bit of a hermit.
So tell me, what's the biggest joy of waking up in Nottingham every single day?
The biggest joy waking up in Nottingham?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. The mass amount of pigeons and concrete and God. I don't know, maybe it's living in the county where Robin Hood is set, supposedly.
Wow.
That's a pretty cool thing. There is historic evidence that he doesn't exist. I don't believe that. I'd rather believe the fantasy element. But there's also a lot of talk saying he's actually would be from Yorkshire, which would be more historically accurate.
Right.
So I'm going to totally disregard that and say he's definitely from Nottingham. But yeah, I've always been quite proud of that story, and I think a lot of people, you know, helping poor people out, helping the needy people out, and people who don't have a lot. I think that's quite an important message.
Amazing.
Mm.
Okay, look, so let's start the interview talking a little bit more about your career as an actor. So tell me how your journey started in acting.
So when I was in school, it was like the one thing I was always naturally enjoyed and was good at. And my teachers at the time, they were really encouraging. But we used to put on little plays in the classes, and we used to just have a lot of fun with it. And I used to love entertaining my classmates, and in other lessons, just like messing around and just being an idiot, really, and just being a complete muppet. But people are like, oh, you're the class clown, and then, yeah, maybe I was, but I enjoyed it. It was fun, and people enjoyed. We had laughs together, and it was good fun. But I left school. I remember before I left school, my 2 drama teachers sat me down, and they told me, they said, you need to pursue drama. You need to pursue it, and told me how important it was that I do it. They said, you've got a natural talent, and this is something you should really be focusing on. And at the time, I just thought it was a waste of time. I just didn't believe in myself enough. And as I say, it wasn't until years later. I did other things. I worked in loads of jobs I didn't like. I got into music. I got into art. It was all these creative things I loved doing. But it wasn't until I turned 30 that I actually looked at starting to do classes and workshops and things. And so from that, I started meeting people and I started getting offered parts in like short films and extra roles, and that's progressed onto theatre and TV roles and films and things. So it's steady progress, but it's something I love doing. It's I think everybody should have a creative outlet,
Totally.
and I think it's really important to have that in your life. So it's been a really important key part of who I am and what I do. It
Totally.
just took a while to get there.
Yeah, I think everything happened in the right time. I think everything, when things, start getting together, when I think there are no rules. I think once, just get to you, as you said about your teacher, somehow very young age, they kind of, they could see something in you know what I mean? And it's decide for, life just presents you the opportunity to get more into it as an adult.
Yeah, for sure.
And I
Yeah.
think it's amazing. Absolutely. I think there's always a chance when you have your gifts, you can use anytime.
Absolutely, yeah. And as they say, these things, sometimes you identify these things, later in life, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's
No,
not many people I've met who, left school or left university knowing exactly what they wanted to do, and then
totally,
just done that. You don't know what's going to happen in life. You don't know what, mentally will alter your thought process, and
totally.
things just happen and things change and your priorities change.
Yeah,
But yeah, for me, a key thing is just doing something creative, and I love the people I meet
yeah,
when I'm in a cast. If I'm in a cast with lovely people, and you learn a lot about yourself and like other people from just playing these characters. I love
amazing.
playing totally insane, weird characters, and it's beautiful. You learn a lot about yourself, and it's fantastic.
Look, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Oh, I hope so. I can't remember what happened 10 minutes ago, so we'll see.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random questions. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right. Yes, you can always dance with me.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Before you start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Okay.
First question is, who is your biggest hero?
My biggest hero as a wrestling fan growing up, I'm a big wrestling geek.
Okay?
It was one of the things I loved as a child, and the wrestler Bret the Hitman Hart was a massive influence to me as a kid growing up. It was a huge influence. I don't know if you're familiar with the guy.
No?
Oh, he's fantastic. But when I used to watch wrestling, it had all these larger than life people, but he was the one person you used to watch, and he made you think that actually, is this really happening?
Wow.
But he was a big influence as a child growing up. He was a huge influence for me.
Have you ever got into as well practicing wrestling or not?
Yeah, I did some training. I got into it a few years ago, and I've done it sort of on and off.
Uh-huh.
It's more for like a fitness thing, but it sort of intertwines with the acting as well.
Right.
So when I've had to do like
Performance. A
stage,
performance, isn't it? Wrestlers, they are performing.
yeah, for sure, for sure. It's like theatre,
Yeah,
um, you know, and you've got the athletic element, of course, and
totally.
it's an incredible art form. But yeah, it's a huge part of my life when I was a child growing up watching wrestling. So yeah, just the feeling of getting in the wrestling ring is a pretty nostalgic feeling. It's cool.
Um,
Yeah.
I had a few wrestlers here on the show actually for around the globe, from the US, from Ukraine, from Finland, from the UK. So I had a few wrestlers here on the show. It's amazing to hear their stories, their journey. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's incredible. It's incredible, and what they do, the pain they go through is,
yeah,
you can't help but respect these guys. They put their bodies through absolute
yes,
torture for their
for
passion.
sure.
It's great. It's great.
Next question. Let's do it. Okay. Next question is, talking about your childhood, if you could sit down with your 13-year-old self, what would you say?
It's not that bad.
Why is that?
I had such a wonderful childhood. My childhood couldn't have been better. I had a really lovely, loving family, but um, I didn't want to go into it too much. But I got to an age where things weren't quite, um, didn't make sense, and there was a lot of questions. I didn't always feel like I could talk to people um, about things, but you know, bit of a confusing time, and I think it's like that for a lot of kids.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
sometimes some reassurance, just to say, it's okay. Always used to beat myself up about it. I still do it now. I
uh-huh,
beat myself up about everything, and I worry. I worry about the future, and I worry that I've not achieved enough. I always, question why, I should have done this, and in retrospect, I look back on things and retrospectively, and it's not healthy to do that.
no,
I think you can analyze things, but you need to learn from everything you've done, every mistake, and everything positive. It's very
yeah,
easy to focus on negatives and ignore the positive things you've done. And oh, I did that for years. I'm a lot more focused on what I'm doing now. I've got a lot more
yeah.
belief, as I've got older, and um, I would love to tell my 13-year-old self, um, just that it's not that bad, and don't take life so seriously, and invest in Bitcoin. That'll be another thing. Yeah,
It's interesting to say about, I think it's our tendency, sometimes we like to visit the past, yeah, and sometimes a lovely lady here, I had a lovely lady here on the show, and she said something very interesting. She said that her dad told her once that it's okay to go in the past, however, don't stare it.
yeah,
I like
cool.
it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
okay to go there, but don't keep in there. Like, no, don't stare it. Just come back to the present. So I like that, because somehow you're gonna find yourself wondering about your future, or sometimes, living again the past, and you have these butterflies feelings that sometimes cannot be good. However, don't stay there. Go there a little bit and come back to the reality
yeah,
again.
of course. You can't dwell on the past because you'll
Totally.
never move
It's
forward.
gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. Saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Luke? What do you like the most about being you?
The thing I love the most is the fact that I got back into drama, and there is no better feeling for me. I love being on stage. I love performing, and I love performing with a great cast and an audience
Yeah,
who are totally engaged in what you're doing. I love that. Um, I like I do a fair few like comedy plays, and the feeling you get when the whole audience is in the palm of your hand laughing at something you worked on, and it's just, oh my lord, it's such an addictive feeling, and I if you could bottle that feeling, you'd be a billionaire. It's fantastic. Just that response, that audience response. I love the fact that you can make people cry, you can make people laugh, you can make people feel a way, and make people alter their perception on life by watching something you're doing. But that's the thing I love the most. And also, I will just say this point with me for theatre. It's one of the only things now I think in life where the general public, you've got a lot of people in one space where nobody is on a phone,
Right.
and that it becomes irrelevant. But wherever you go now, everywhere, you could be walking in the streets, you could be in a restaurant, you could be, you know, at the most beautiful landmark imaginable, and people will just be on their phone. You know, you could be watching the greatest band of all time, and people have to be on their phone to record it to show the
Yeah.
world. Look what I'm doing. No one cares. You know, just enjoy the moment. And with
Yeah.
theatre, you've got an audience there watching, and they are engaged and captivated by something they're seeing performed live. And that for me is such an honor to be able to do that for people, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I think when you are on the stage and you have the attention, the people, when they are, as you said, laughing, crying, emotional, all those feelings, it's amazing for you to feel it. And that's what gives the battery for you to keep doing it. I think it's
Oh
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
It's great.
It's outstanding. I love it. Love it.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Right. Before the next question, you know, you already said now about the biggest joy of acting. But in your opinion, what do you find most challenging about your career?
With acting,
Yeah.
consistent, well-paid work is a big one. Um, I'm getting more work now, which is fantastic. Um, but it could be more regular. That would be great. And also getting roles that I really want to do.
Yeah.
Um, I'd love to, have your dream role you know, continuously. Amazing. It would be incredible, but you've got to be realistic about these things. And sometimes you have to do these jobs that you're not particularly that fond of, but you've got to, keep your foot in the door. So that can be quite challenging. And then also finding time to do all these things. You know,
Yeah.
um, you know, being able to look after yourself and work and feed yourself, do all the normal day-to-day things, but then also find time to act and um, writing and everything that goes into it and learning lines. It's a big commitment. A
I
lot of
see.
people see you do something. You might do something on TV or um, something on stage, and I don't know. There's an assumption that you've not spent. They don't see the boring side of it. They don't see when you're sat there going through lines repeatedly and doing things in a different way and analyzing particular lines, because it for someone looking at you doing it, it would be very tedious. But
Yeah.
for me, it's so engaging and engrossing. But it's a big challenge. It's a big challenge.
For
And
sure.
yeah, time would be the simple answer. Yeah.
Next question for you is, what makes you the saddest?
The saddest,
Yeah.
what, just generally?
Yeah. What makes you the saddest?
Well, I think we're seeing it in this country. I don't want to get too political with it, but um, just seeing the divide between the working class in this country is absolutely tragic. It really it sickens me. It makes me feel totally and utterly helpless and depressed, to be perfectly honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my drama is an escapism, and you can say like ignorance is bliss. And sometimes, if I've got something to focus on, drama wise and creativity wise, I will hone in on that and I will focus purely on that, because um, I I have friends who sit both sides of the fence, as it were, and I just hate what's happening, and I hate the manipulation from the media and the total and utter reliance on those media outlets run by trillionaire corporations who are manipulating people and turning people against each other. I don't know. It should all be about unity and understanding and being able to have a conversation. Even if you don't agree with somebody on a particular subject, you should be able to have a discussion. and not get angry and aggressive and have a conversation. But I feel like it's getting harder and harder to do that. I only hope that people can see sense, and I hope we come out of I hope we come out of this situation we are finding ourselves in, because it's quite heartbreaking to see, actually, and to be a part of.
And the opposite of the question, what makes you the happiest?
What makes me the happiest?
Yeah, the happiest.
Oh, I don't know. Listening to John Williams music.
Uh-huh.
I was watching the proms. When was it? It was a fortnight ago. And there was the John Williams at the proms doing all of his music from the films. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll watch this. And, oh my God. It just takes you to another planet, doesn't it? It's incredible. It just makes you so emotional, and oh, it's amazing. But you see, with the music, it reminds you, your family, your friends, and good times, and everything comes back to you. And I think your family and the love you have for your friends and family, that's what makes me the happiest.
Oh.
Those good people in your life.
And which person in your life right now you feel more close to or more connected with?
At the moment, oh, I don't know. We've only just started speaking. No, I won't talk about her. That's slightly embarrassing. My mum and my dad and my brother, I would say.
Okay, so 3 of them, they're watching this interview right now and have a moment and opportunity to send them a message. What would you say? They're watching.
You guys are the most incredibly supportive, wonderful people, and you've always been there in my life.
Sweet.
And I love
Verse. Oh, sweet. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, Luke from Nottingham in the UK. Next question is, what gives you butterflies?
It gives me butterflies. The love of a beautiful woman. Does, doesn't it? When you get that feeling, because I mean, I've not had it for years. I started to think, oh, there's something wrong with me. I've not met anybody I really felt that way about, but sometimes when you meet somebody who you wake up in the morning and it's the first thing you think about, and it really, that's an incredible feeling.
Wow. So tell me, a lady to go on a date with you, what's something about it that gets your attention?
Somebody who's understanding, a good listener, somebody who's confident, and kindness and understanding. I think go a massive long way. My instant turn off is anybody who's overly superficial and obsessed with reality TV or social media. That's a big no.
Right. Tell me about your first kiss and your first love.
Oh God, this is going to be horrific. Yeah. Well, I always thought I was in love. She was. She certainly wasn't good for me. But we had a beautiful moment with a beautiful kiss. Listening to the Lost Prophets. It's like the Lost Prophets. Like now, you look back, we were only kids, but it's probably the most inappropriate band we could have done it to. But no, that's just how it happened. It was the song "Last Train Home," and it was a beautiful moment.
Wow.
But yeah, it all ended in tears. It really did. It was horrible. Yeah, it put me off relationships for years.
Wow.
Not that moment, just what came after.
Right.
Maybe that's a story for another day.
Do you fall in love easily, Luke?
I get distracted very easily, so maybe I fall for lust very easily.
Right.
But in terms of relationships, it's very difficult for me to let people in, because I'm a very confusing person, and I'm aware of that. You know,
Right.
everyone has challenges, and nobody's perfect, and I'm by no means not even remotely close to being that. Um, so I find it hard to let people in, and I'm a very independent person. I do so much, um, and I'm busy. I'm so busy just doing, you know, pottering around with life. Um,
What's your star
so
sign? What's your star sign astrology?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Okay.
Yeah, a lot
Let's
of
see.
people are like that makes sense. I'm like, okay, yeah,
People they comment. You get some comments regarding your eyes
yeah,
sometimes.
all the
Yeah.
time. It's really flattering. It's really nice.
It's
Yeah,
icebreaker, isn't it? Somehow it gets like the icebreaker. Like it's the first. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Sometimes.
No, it does. It's quite flattering, actually.
For sure, for sure. I think
Yeah,
when someone makes a comment, it's just somehow, as I said, it's something, it's a nice compliment, something genuine, and it's visible. So people, you're like, oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. It's slightly awkward, I expect for some people, but no, when people comment on it, I think it's really, yeah, it's a really lovely thing to pick
Absolutely
up on and to say. So yeah, no.
amazing. Cool. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, let's do a little game now before the last question. Let's pretend that you're going to put together like a play or a scene, a short movie, and you have the biggest budgets in your hands. So you can get and you can pay anyone in this play. You're going to be part of it as well. So you can get anyone to play your mom. You can pay anyone to play your dad. Yeah. Anyone to play your romantic partner. And also you can pay any director or producer in the world to help you to put all together this play. So tell me those names.
Oh my goodness, that's a uh, really challenging one.
By the way, they don't need to, to look like your parents or like your romantic partner. Just people who you appreciate, you like it. You can pay anyone.
Yeah, so to get my dad, I'd probably get Steve Pemberton,
Wow.
who's he's hilarious, and I grew up watching him in League of Gentlemen, and then later Inside Number Nine, and he was amazing in Happy Valley. Um, but he was very important and key in getting me into acting, and he's got such a dad appeal to him. He's just that sounded weird. Um, he's a fantastic actor, and I'd get him to play my dad for sure. Um, and then to mix things up, who do I get to play my mum? Oh God, I can't remember her name. There's a woman who looks and reminds me of my mum, but maybe that'd be too predictable. I'm just trying to think of who else. Uh, oh, I don't know. Joanna Lumley. No, 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 no. I tell you who I would have. Patricia Routledge would be my mum
Okay.
because we grew up calling my mum Hyacinth because
Right.
she was very much like the woman from Keeping Up Appearances at times. And me and my brother used to find that hilarious. So now and again, when she was getting a bit, snooty and like, "Oh boys, don't do that," and be like, "All right, Hyacinth, calm down." So yeah, probably yeah, she'd probably be the pick for my mum. And then who else
Rom
did we say?
romantic partner? Your romantic partner?
Oh, romantic partner. Oh God, what's the name? You know what? Before she had her issues, quite possibly Tara Reid.
Okay.
She was a lovely, lovely woman. What could have been? She's just had some terrible issues. No, not. And if not, maybe Lily James.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could settle for that. Yeah.
And the big boss, the big director to put all together to help you, the big boss.
Yeah, again, this is going to sound really inappropriate, but I love all his films. So probably Roman Polanski.
All right.
Like, yeah. great director. I love everything he's done film wise. You know, not so much in his personal life, but yeah. But no, he's a fantastic director. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, probably go with him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'll be there clapping, okay, during the scene. Next question for you is, how do you describe a perfect friendship?
Somebody who's trustworthy and honest,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody who's there for you and listens. Somebody who's understanding, and you know, you have that mutual respect. It's about
Yep,
mutual respect, isn't it? But
totally.
I've got a lot of friends I've been friends with since I was like 3 4 years old, who I'm still friends with
Amazing.
now.
Wow.
So I was talking to somebody about that a few days ago, and they were like staggered that we're still close. A lot of these people I've grown up with, and it's because you understand them and you know them and you've grown up together. And but no, I love that. I love that, and I value it. I've got some fantastic friends and some really close friends who are really
Wow.
dear to me. So yeah,
It's amazing. It's amazing to keep those friendships because, as you mentioned, they know you since you're very young, so they've been through all the phases in your life. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
think it's beautiful to see. I think it's great. I have a colleague at work that they are five girlfriends and they know each other since they were the same age as you, like five, or they still meet up like sometimes I think once a month, or they do like this meet between them, and
yeah.
they have pictures of themselves together. It's like through their lives. I think it's amazing to keep those friendships.
Oh,
It's
it's great.
beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful for
yeah,
sure. Last question. Ready?
yeah.
Let's do it. Last question. Okay, but before the last question, tell me a moment, in your career as an actor that you're never gonna forget. It could be a scene, could be something that you've done so far that for you, you go like, you know what? I remember this situation, you know, um, for your career so far.
Yeah, so there's so many moments I could choose. Let's say one in particular was we did a run of the play Abigail's Party last year,
Hmm.
and it was fantastic. We had such it was at that particular theatre. It was the fastest selling show I think they'd ever put on,
Wow.
and it was just wonderful. We had the best director and AD and crew. The cast were just amazing, so talented, and just brilliant people to be around. We had this really beautiful bond that developed when we were performing, and there was this moment when it was before the second to last show, the matinee show, and the play starts out, and I don't know if you're familiar with the play, but Donna Summer, "Love to Love You Baby" is playing, and the woman who plays my wife, Beverly, is out on stage getting ready and preparing the evening, smoking cigarettes and putting crisps and things out, and she's dancing to this song, and I'm about to enter, and before I make my entrance, I just started thinking, I just thought, this is nearly the end of this run.
Wow.
This is the second to last time we're ever going to
Oh,
do this. And I just started like bawling my eyes out, there on the spot. I was like, yeah, what am I doing? Like, I
amazing.
really, I had to really snap out of it, and um, went out, and we had a wonderful show. It was incredible. It was a really incredible show.
Uh-huh.
But the emotional attachment, that moment of realization that it's like, I've got to live in this moment and enjoy what we're doing now,
Wow.
because it's something that I'm going to remember. So I did. I snapped out of that moment, and we put on a bloody good show. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
all good.
Amazing. Okay, last question is, usually, what is the first thing that you think about when you wake up?
Oh God, it's a bit inappropriate to say.
Ooh, have a sip so you can share.
When I wake up in the morning, I try and because sometimes if I wake up in the morning, I feel a bit miserable. I always try and think of three things that I'm grateful for,
Good.
and that's normally the first thing I do, because then I want to get out of bed and I'm okay. if I get up and I'm just like, oh, you know, it's not going to be a good day. So I always think like 3 affirmations and get out of bed, and then I'm ready to take on the day.
Wow, wow. Saying that, what's the meaning of life for you?
The meaning of life, the pursuit of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And do you
You
think
know,
happiness is a choice?
Hmm?
Do you think happiness is a choice?
I think you can make decisions that push that narrative, but I don't think I think it's dependent on a lot of things.
Right.
But I think with happiness, you need to appreciate what you do have. You know, you don't have everything, but there are things that we all have things that we can be grateful for. You know,
Totally. Yeah, I think if you write down one day, if you write down everything that you have, everything that you're grateful for, trust me, you're never gonna complain about life. Never, never about anything.
absolutely,
Never, because
absolutely.
we have so much. Sometimes we forget about it. Sometimes we just need this shake off, like a reminder that we have a lot. It's great as you do like this, you know, this morning routine, that you have this moment with yourself about being grateful. I think it's amazing. It's a great day of start the day for sure.
It's
It's
yeah,
somehow
it's too
a
easy to take
bless.
things for granted. So we all
Yeah,
must appreciate what we do have. And
for sure. Right, so on the
absolutely.
end yet, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words and just one word that comes to your mind, okay? Quick thinking, right?
Okay.
Let's start with money.
Money. Um. Oh God. Pink Floyd. No,
Say
no,
again?
that's 2. No, you said money, and I was like Pink Floyd.
Okay, it's fine. I mean,
No, money. I could talk about it all day. It's a necessary evil, isn't it?
okay.
You know,
One word for family.
family, everything,
Fear.
useful,
Life.
great.
Love.
No, sorry, I was gonna say love. No, no, sorry.
It's not right
Love,
or wrong, whatever comes to your
love
mind.
is love is the most important thing. Look, family and love. Sorry.
Slash, no.
Yeah.
One word for religion.
Religion, powerful.
Sex.
Yes, please.
Politics.
Oh, difficult.
Friendship.
Love it.
Desire.
Desire. Mm. Chocolate.
Regret.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you'd say chocolate. Joking.
No, God, no. I never regret eating chocolate. God, I love it.
Success.
Success. Hard work.
Wish.
Wish. World peace.
Hmm. Happiness.
Yes.
Sweet. One word. Yeah, one word for Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Yeah,
Forest.
crazy. One word for England.
England. Oh, history. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And the last one now. Acting. One word.
Oh, God, everything.
Wow.
Mm.
Let's pretend I'm going to meet your brother for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your brother, define look in one positive and one negative word only. What your brother would say about you.
Positive. One word. Entertaining.
Okay.
Negative.
Negative.
2 words. Bad influence.
You are the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
So it makes sense. You're in trouble now.
Yeah, I'm the annoying little brother who. Oh God, yeah, I'm a pain. I can be a
If I
pain.
if I would ask the same question to your best friend, would be the same answer.
Probably, yeah.
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 Look your face. They know you very well. Amazing.
Yeah. but they still keep coming back. You know, I've been friends with these guys since I was like this big, so it can't be that bad.
Let's play now Luke and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, Luke, you can ask me a question now.
What is your favorite topping on a pizza?
Oh my God, what a great question. What a great question. Oh my God, nice. I love it. And it comes straight away. By the way, I love pizza and I'm very easy with flavors. Yeah. It's not too spicy. I'm all for it.
Okay.
Anchovies.
Anchovies, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh God, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, anchovies. I like pepperoni as well, but I always when I buy a pizza, I go like, "Do you have some anchovies, please?" I love anchovies. There's this very nice taste of anchovies on top of the pizza. For me, it's like wow.
Whoa,
Yeah.
would you have anchovies with prawns? Would you have prawns on there as well, or olives,
Yes.
red
Yeah.
onion?
Yeah. Yeah. But if there is anchovies, sometimes I can get pepperoni pizza, I can get other pizza. But if it goes with anchovies, I go like, "Can you put some anchovies on the top, please?" That's okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, beautiful. It gives it
Love.
that natural saltiness.
Yes.
Mouth
Yes.
watering.
Absolutely. Now, if next time I'm gonna have some, I'm gonna remember this question for sure.
Good, good.
You enjoyed the interview, Luke?
Yeah, yeah, it's good fun. Like, yeah, these things can be a bit strange, a bit unusual. You don't know what to say, but I hope I've stumbled through it well enough for you to be able to use a little bit of it
Of
anyway.
course, of course. Thanks
Yeah,
again for being so sweet and so kind and accepting my invitation. I think it's amazing,
thank
to see
you.
people expressing their passion here. I love passionate people. I love hear people when they're embracing their gifts. They're going after their dreams. I think it's very inspiring. I love that. I think somehow give these great vibes. So thanks again for being so open, to be so kind as well, and share your memories in life.
No, no, thank you. Thank you. You've been great. It's been great talking to you, honestly.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
The only time you will fail in life is when you fall down and stay down.
Wow, good point.
Keep
Wow.
moving.
Keep moving,
Doesn't matter how slow, just keep moving forward. And
keep moving. And what matters is how you pick yourself up again. That's how is the biggest challenge. But pick yourself up and keep going because there's no limit. Just go for it.
absolutely.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Thanks again.
Perfect.
Regards to your family and friends, and keep in touch. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Okay, have a good night.
No, thank you for having me. It's been great talking to you.
Take care.
Nice
Bye-bye.
one. Take care. You too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.